This is why. Yesterday, you notice I never talked about buys on gold, never ever. I always talked about sales, and we were here, and I only spoke about sales, and I already explained this level. This level is a massive level on a structural level. So we yesterday also talked about this area. You all remember this, right? I think it's cutting off a little bit. Hello, I'm back again. Okay, so you all remember this area. This area. I said that we were gonna look for this area from here. Look at this. This was a clean drop, and you all remember that I had an entry here, literally, and this freaking candle took me out, and then it did this. Um, Now this is a potential reversal on a higher level, on a higher structure, to visit maybe this area below. I'm still bullish on gold on the weekly. This is simple. This is quite obvious, right? Weekly is bullish, but look at this. We are at the very top of those wicks there. This is a really extreme powerful level. So most likely, and we already came here, which is a weekly level too. So we don't know if we're gonna continue going up, but when I see the 4 hour flipping and a reversal, there's two things that I would expect. Either we reject here or we tap again here. And if I see another reversal pattern forming here, that would be a double tops formation on the 4 hour. That would be a really high probability trade for gold to come here. So that's how I see swings. Reversals are the most difficult thing to identify. So don't stress it out. Yeah, it's from zone. Gold is zone to zone. I like, you never go wrong with zone to zone with gold. So just have to be patient and go from zone to zone, wick levels, go for the limit of the wick and see what happens. You're gonna notice there's always like really good confluence. So context will always matter, and obviously news. So this is what we have. I'm waiting for a potential rejection here to maybe look for sales. And like we said, if it doesn't form anything, we keep going buys. So you used to buy all the time on the type, but remember, 4 hour just broke every single structure on the way up. You see this whole area here where 1, 2, 3, 4, like, okay, so 1, 2, let's say almost 3, 4 broke. So now we have a strong potential reversal confirmation. Okay, so that's go. So that's why I'm not paying so much attention right now, because if we tap here, you see, this is what I'm actually, this is the area that I'm waiting for. So this is tricky here. I mean, for me, you guys, whoever knows how to trade this, awesome. Okay, so we might tap here. You see, we might have to push here, which is, and anybody that got the buys here, just hold it, because this is the attraction level. Let's say, like I said this morning, this is the area where gold most likely will be pulled towards. Yeah, this is the area where you're most likely gonna be pulled towards. You still don't know. So with gold, if I'm so this is how I trade gold. I mean, personally, if I'm away from an area of interest, I just leave it alone. So like if I'm here and this is a potential, you see, bounce area on the 1 hour, I leave it alone. And then if we get here, okay. Yeah, I didn't get this one on gold. No. Oh, Bezel. Yeah, Bezel always gets the best trades on gold, I think. Actually, what if you tender? Oh, let me go ahead and quickly explain the thing that was gonna explain so I can stop the recording. Okay, so really quick. So this is, I'm gonna give all my tricks here, and nobody's gonna need me anymore on the outlook on gold. Look at this. So the resistance areas, so this is support area, so the support and resistance area, they are elastic. That's the first thing that I learned. They are elastic. What I mean by that is when price is above an area, it can come down and bounce, and it actually penetrate a lot before closing above it. So it's like it's bouncing. It's like they are elastic. Now, when it is above the area, it's gonna have a different behavior than when it is below the area. That's another thing I learned. So this is what I'm gonna explain here. You see that I have the line below the closing of the candles here, that even though there are dailies, because when it is above the area, the elasticity of the area is actually like really around here. And this is even a trickier one because most likely something happened here and here, but it's actually around here. You see why? Because this is where the structure limit was. So it actually, when it was coming from below, it came all the way up here and still rejected. So this was, if I were to draw the whole freaking zone, it would be this wide. But it's way too wide for a aesthetic view, and it would be confusing. So I dynamically change based where I am, the area. I move them to the limits. This is gold trading. This is what I'm saying. Gold trading is, for me, is like it took me over a year. So this is the elasticity area. It's like a bounce, and so you have all of this space. So for a scalper, forget about it. Like you can scalp 20 times inside this and make all the money inside here. So this, I'm talking about swings. So when you come here, you do this, you already now have the limit of the area, which is not the same as this one when it was coming from below. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. Like when you are below the area, so let me put it like this. When we were here, anybody that saw my drawings, when we were here, anybody that saw my drawings, what they saw was this. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not interested in anything that doesn't break this when I'm below here. When we came where we are now, this is what I'm interested in. So I don't care anymore about this. I care about this. So that sounds so simple, let's say, and it literally took me over a year. So when you see price on gold like this, I think the whole game changes, because you can literally even zone trade. Zone trading means that when it gets to a zone, you can literally put a buy limit, which I do a lot. But you have to trust the level, and it has to make sense with the context. So this is what we can see on the outlook, because this is an outlook view. We already, yeah, fundamentals. Yeah, like Sandra is saying. So just has to make sense, right? So we have this level that we tapped. It's funny because this is just a wick, and it literally was when we rejected the first time. Most likely, when you look left, you know what you could expect from gold. And the only reason why I said yesterday that we might see a rejection here is only looking left. And look, it's like a prophecy, right? But it's not a magic trick. Look here, I showed this yesterday because of this, because this rejected a structure, and it tapped 3 times, 2 times, 3 times before rejecting, and this one rejected twice. So you can expect when you see a structure rejecting on the wick level, you have to go to the limit of the wick. You can go to the future and expect this. Okay, so it's a probabilities-based game. So what the next step was going to be for me, I'm still bullish. I said it many times, but I will be looking for something to happen here. Since I am also a scalper, if I see something rejecting here, I already know that gold likes to do this. So if I see a rejection, I might most likely I'm gonna go for a short sale here, because I'm still expecting this level to maybe be tapped again. Because once we reject this level, I'm gonna go on a massive, if we reject it, I'm gonna go on a massive swing trade from here again, from if we tap this, it would be a really strong confirmation. Most likely the entry is going to be around here, from here to here. And look at this. If you see right, this was hidden here because I'm expecting that if we bounce from here to here, I'm going to buy here to here. So that's the game. That's swing trading. And you risk 1%, you go for 7. You risk 1%, you go for 5. So you can literally lose 85, 84% of the time, sometimes even 90, and still be profitable. That's the cool thing about swing trading. So if you want to live free and travel around, swing trading is your style. If you want to make a lot of money quick, that's scalping for you. But even a good swing trading can actually match it. So execution on swings, yep. So for example, an execution for me yesterday, the only thing that was out of my plan yesterday, and honestly, I should have known better because I've done it many times, was the news. Whenever there are news, I always put the stop loss higher, and the news here came out for my stop loss. I was already in. So when was I in? When I woke up and I saw this 1, 2, and I saw this, I remember I entered the swing around, like this wasn't even closed yet. And I think I entered like around this candle. So it was like around here. The stop loss was above this red zone. This thing is what they call a stop loss hunt. Whatever name fancies you, it's okay. It's just news. When news come out, big guys go for better pricing, take your orders out, and liquidity. So whatever name makes you feel better, but that was news. So that was an entry. So, but honestly, I was trusting way more the zone and the level, and I was just looking for this, at least double rejections. And when I talk about rejections, the minimum I go is 30 minutes on structure level. I know many swing traders go for 15. That's also cool. I do 30. And this one yesterday, I still got my sell scalp on gold, but would have been better when my swing trading. But I have some rules. So that's it. If there's any question, I'm gonna leave it there. And for the swing trading session, and Sandor, I don't know if you kind of got the idea on the elasticity of the levels, how to draw them if you are above the price. So the main key takeaways is levels are elastic. Price will behave different if it is above an area or if it is below the area, meaning the elasticity will matter. So you most likely want to draw the line, you want to draw the levels to the edge of where price previously behaved. So you gotta go left to understand where is it that the whole zone is gonna react. And with gold, the trickiest thing for people, and for me especially, honestly, it was because of Kerwin that I kept going at gold, because I said, man, if Kerwin just speaks like me, so I should be able to do this. So I decided just to analyze the songs, and so you just go left, and you just find the limits, you see. And when you go for the wicks, the trick is that people get confused because this is a mess when you see all the wicks. But if you go cleaner, go higher, you go to the stream and learn. So the thing that took me the most time to understand was the reaction of gold of when it was above and below. Honestly, that took me over a year, but it was after like that's like an eureka moment. So the other thing is, this is a probability-based game. What that means is this will not always hold. And so, just try to, so when I get when I go for an entry, I try to have more than 2 or 3 reasons why I'm going for the entry. Okay. So entries mean like a double rejection or a strong zone. Sometimes I even do this. I already show you like this. You see my GJ chart? My GJ chart has a trend line. Uh, it works on the daily. A GJ, it just works like a charm. I don't know. I mean, it just works. So but the trend lines confuse a lot of people because what 99% of the people don't do with the trend lines is this is breaking. Okay. What they don't do with the trend lines is they are not combining it with zones. You have to combine trend lines with zones for it to make sense. So like this, I'm expecting a sell around here. So that's it. I'm expecting a sell. You look at this, it's breaking up. So why am not selling here on the trend line? Because this is a stronger zone. And that's actually, let me see something, because I had a drawing here. Yeah, look at this. So I'm GJ buys most likely. I didn't even know. Let me see. So I had oh shit. Oh, I took it out when I started this. Oh, yeah, well, that's a GJ buy for me, by the way. So I'm buys on GJ. All up to that small level. So that was a quick scalp. Let's see how it goes. So you see that's so right now what I'm trusting there is let me see. Yeah. So what I'm trusting there is the zone that so on the higher time frame, I'm expecting a visit here. On the lower time frame, it makes sense if we break above here. So that's it. That's a 1.19, a little bit higher than one. That's okay. So, and that's it. I don't know if anybody, Sander, you have any outlook too? You can.
Well, I'm kind of looking for the same as you on pound yen, especially with the trend line you showed. That's kind of what I'm waiting on. Right now, I'm just looking at everything, and I don't know if I want to take sells or buys because TJ is moving strong bullish, and we're just at that trend line as well. So I'm just waiting on something to happen. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's kind of it. Oh yeah, on gold. Like you said, you were talking about swings, and I agree as well. I think maybe a light pullback is going to come on gold, and then we're just going to continue bullish. So I'm going to be looking to swing that. And why continue bullish? Because yeah, inflation, GDP inflation has also went up as well as USD inflation. So I'm just going to keep riding that until I start losing. It's been kind of working out for me. I don't like scalping gold on the 1 minute anymore. Lower time frame makes you a bit nervous. I'm trying to adapt to just intraday gold.
Awesome.
Yeah, nothing too special though. This week has been pretty slow for the pound, if I got to be honest.
Yes. 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 The right now where is it? Yeah. Right now this is where I am. So I'm gonna go for this one, and if I lose this scalp, then I'm done for the day because I already got my swing from yesterday. So the the reason why I'm going this is, like I said, I'm expecting a visit here, and the structure makes sense. It's just what it is, and that's it. I'm biased towards what the price is telling me. And price is telling me wants to continue going up. It's gonna be a bumpy road for sure. So if we get there, it's gonna be bumpy. Uh, it's look at that, already visited here again. So most likely, what is it? 5 minutes left. If we end up here, we might go here, come up here again. If it closes bearish, the rules, close 50% of it, let the rest run, and that's it. So I literally entered at the break of this, and that's okay. JJ usually, this is 17 pips. JJ usually, I don't know, JJ has been better for swing trading than anything else because he has been bumpy, like really bumpy. So like, this one from yesterday took this live actually. This was the first trade from yesterday on the Zoom. And look at this, remember this. freaking thing kind of made me a little bit nervous, right? And then came here and kind of like the same thing. Look at this, playing with the heart, and so nothing has home. This shows how the trend line is being respected. What is this? Oh, yeah. British pound. Oh, this is the 1 hour. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And this is where we are. So yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying. The same thing. We pretty much have the same thing. Yes, yes. So you have them. So I have them a little bit tighter on the closure. Let me see. So you have it on the 1 hour. What's going on here? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So yeah. So the trend line is just a guideline. So that's what it is. So the way I trade, the way I use it for a guideline is to know where we might see a potential big rejection. So whatever bounces from this big level here, up here, this is like I think this is 80 actually. The the area is wider, but I think this is like 800. Yeah, most likely it is 800 or 750. I don't know. 750. If it bounces from here, this is swing trading arena. This is sales swing trading arena. I was expecting this area from down below here. Like even some people saw that I took an entry here at this tab. So I literally took this. So reversals are tricky, but once you get a hold of them, and I can, if you want to understand how I took, by the way, this one I just closed like around here or something. So the way I got this entry, trusting on a buy when we were on a strong downtrend, is that you can just go ahead and use the information that I shared earlier and go left, and you're gonna find why. And actually, I think I'm gonna stop the recording now. We have enough information. So I really hope the elasticity theory and all of that helps. We can continue with waiting for the 9 a.m., but gonna end it here on the recording.